Hey guys, thanks for watching. Today we're going to continue our chord series and we are going to talk about suspended fourth chords. Suspended fourth takes out the third note of the scale and adds the fourth note of the scale to the corresponding chord of the major scale. If you don't quite understand all that, I'm going to talk about that in a later video. But for now, you can just learn the shapes and we can play them and enjoy the different sounds of these chords that we can substitute for the regular major chord. So if you want to learn more about that, hit subscribe and it won't be too long and I will get to that video. So we're just going to get started right away. The first one we're going to talk about is the A suspended fourth. So our A major chord, playing it like that, we're going to actually add this note right here. We're going to play the third fret on the second string, and so we're taking out that one there. So it's going to sound like this. And a lot of times when these are played, they'll kind of go back and forth from the major chord to the suspended fourth. So it would kind of a practical way to use this would be playing the A, and I'm just going to bar it, playing the A and then add the suspended fourth. So kind of so usually they aren't a chord that you're just going to strum for a whole measure and then switch to a totally different chord. You're actually going to go back and forth between this one and the regular major chord. So that is the A suspended fourth. And in one of my early videos, we talked about having these be movable shapes and using them as bar chords. So if we took the A and we move that up, and the first finger is just replacing this open string. So say we move that up to a B flat chord right here. We just need to play one fret higher than where this bar is on the second string. So right here. So that is a B flat suspended fourth, and we can move these up and play many different chords with the same shape. So a B suspended fourth. So that is the B and B flat. The next shape I'm going to show you is the D suspended fourth. So if we take our regular D chord, D major here, we're going to play, with our pinky we're going to play the third fret of the first string and just replace that second finger. This is one I add in a lot. Almost all the time when I play a D chord, I'll throw in a couple of D suspendeds just to make the chord progression sound more interesting. So these ones are really fun to play with. I enjoy suspended fourth chords a lot to just kind of spice up any chord progression. The next one we're going to do is the E shape. We talked about doing the E shape and then even moving that up to an F. So we're going to do both of these. So here's our regular E chord, E major, open. We're just going to put our pinky right behind our second finger. So we are on the second fret of the third string with our pinky. So in order to do this with the F shape, so if we slid that up, because we can't really get that second finger to do it, you probably could, but the way when I move these back and forth from an F to F suspended fourth, I'm usually will take my pinky and move it to the third fret of the third string, and then I'm going to use my second finger to mute the D string, the 4th string. So I'm going to play it like this. So this finger, my 3rd finger, is making that 4th string not have a sound. Because as we move that pinky, that is not a correct note to let that ring out. So that's how I would play that one. And the last one we're going to do today is a G suspended 4th. So if we were playing our G like this, I would take my 2nd, 3rd fingers and my pinky and kind of replace the first 3. And then I'm going to play a C note, the 2nd string 1st fret with my 1st finger. And that is a G suspended 4th. If you guys like the content or you want to learn more, I'm going to continue this series on chords, and then I'm going to get into some more lead guitar stuff. So go ahead and hit subscribe. Leave your comments if you have any questions. I love your feedback. I love questions. I love to answer questions. So please leave them in the comments below. And also you can find me on Facebook, Sheldon Guitar Teacher. Yeah, I'd love to hear from you guys. Continue watching, and we'll see you next time.